All right, today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on reverse stamping using pigments. And that's in place of using regular polishes or acrylic paints. So I'm going to be using this plate, Four Seasons Spring '01 from Lena Nail Art Supply, that image. And I'm also going to be using these pigments from Lena Nail Art Supply as well that I was sent for review. So the first thing you're going to do is that image there is I'm using black for this. I'm just going to scrape lightly twice and roll the stamper across to pick it up. And there you go on the image. I'll be back and show you the pigment part. Okay, so the second part of it is coloring in the stamped image now with the pigments. And these are really, really fine microglitters, not pigments, but you can use microglitters or pigments or chrome pigments or whatever you want. They will all work for this. And I'm using the Lantern and Wren detail brush just because it has a nice small tip that I can use to color in these images. So I'm going to be using all three of these colors, the green for the few leaves that are on here, and I'm just patting them on. And I'm not too worried about if it gets on the black because that won't be visible once you stamp it. And you don't have to color the whole image if the image is bigger than your nail. I sometimes just get a little lost when I'm coloring and then I end up covering the whole thing even though I don't need to. So then I'm going to use the gold for the outline roses. And I like doing reverse stamping on the stamper because as you can see, it makes it easy to see what you're doing. You can turn it over to see if you've missed any spots. And you can also twirl this so that the parts that you want to face you are. So it makes things a little easier, I think, to color. So I'm going to wipe off my brush and then switch colors again and use the fuchsia color on the more open roses. And I don't remember if I mentioned this already, but I first saw this technique done by Zlata, who is at Debris, DE_BRIZ, and I'll have that in the description box. I first saw her doing it. And I thought, oh, that's a really clever idea because now you don't have to worry about polishes drawing too quickly or creating bumps if you color too thickly or what have you. So there it is, colored in. And again, you can look at it on the other side to see if you've missed any spots, which I actually did right there on that edge, which I probably won't use, but sometimes you just never know. So there you go. I finished coloring that in, and then now I'm going to prep my nails with black and be back. All right, so that's what it looks like on the nail. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So I have my nails prepped with one coat of Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear Black Out, okay? And then over that, I've let this completely dry. Over that, I'm gonna put a coat of Orly Bonder so that the completely dry image with the microglitters have something to stick to. And some of this depends on what kind of climate you live in, but it's pretty dry here. So I wait about 60 seconds and then apply the my finished stamper. So I'm going to show you on my pinky first, which I've already prepped. Hopefully it's not too dry. So this should be ready to go. And then you're just going to pick the spot you want and just press it on. And if you have curvy nails like me, you want to make sure you press pretty firmly depending upon your stamper firmness. And then because the rest of that was dry, only that area should stick. So to clean off your stamper, the excess, just roll it on a lint roller, and you might need to do that a couple of times, but it will come completely clean. Now, I will warn you that if you do that a lot on the stamper, it will become foggy, like this one, which I've done probably close to 100 pigment stamping with. So you can see it's become foggy on top there. But if you do it once or twice, it shouldn't matter. So going back to the thumbnail that I prepped and showed you, same thing. Just going to line it up. Okay. Bring it in camera, line it up, and press. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go and clean this up and then apply a top coat that won't smear the glitter or pigment. And for that, I'm gonna be using the Lena Fearless top coat. So thanks for watching. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.